And as you imagine what I just told you, do not forget to breathe deeply. Have deep breaths. All the time. Our breathing is our engine of life. Allow it to flow. Mo oto os itek anak otes intak autarana. Is mag us inata kia te kian tuona takainte ke te yanama. Ana o mai sena kuona na mai kotoson te ke yana kuasataya nama. Itoma isetenea kuma iteset. Ot enak otes inok oko nai te kiarana. Honot o horoni te ki te tos inamakua. Horono te ki ene ke anato sentai anama. Horono to sotori kiti anaturene. Akurono te setene de te keme te kiti juni. Ono to shoni. Aku konta itakamato soton te kianama. Enak umoi te kenta ishi anakora nakona. Ekoto sentai kumai tu sonoko. Isha makuhoro no ko sentai tenaka. Oro no taisi atayana koro no to. Enako taisi anakoro no ta. Enatoron naika haitu kuro no. Hatanaku shoro no. Terene te kaho moi setena taike. Ho toto te kena pokuro no ishine taika haina. Anatu hona te sitin taina kahaita. Never be afraid of energy. Never be afraid of change. An iti aranak mais tenak untayana. There is nothing more wonderful than self-discovering the beautiful being that you are. Hi tu moru tu ontayana te kia kuro akun. Hi anatus inaku taisen. Ano oko ontaika. As long as you keep yourself grounded, any excess of energy, as it was said, will flow and it will enrich others, including Mother Earth and the people you are surrounded by. Kuhuma tuketai nete arana. Honatia kufumai teki. Ianatu kumai shitina kaishi anatu kuna. Hana ojo tetete initi anakunaita. This world is really in need for you, awakened creators, gods and goddesses, who have so much to share and give. An uhu tikin taranatu kum. Etano tekin taine teken taitiana. Ikanatu kushinai shitianana. Every time that you feel the excess of energy, ground yourself and put your intentions on someone you would like to heal. Inatukuna, whether it's an animal, plant, a tree, the planet itself, the universe, the sun, the moon. Kanatus inataita. O naisitiana tu maihata maisitiana. Ano tukuno tukoishinaitikiama. Ano naisitiana kotai sana. Enakatai sanata faihita. Uhoto tentaikianata. Love as well as the light languages. In fact, your intentions, when they are positive, they have their own intelligence. So send that energy if you don't even know what that energy is for, or if that planet needed, or if that plant's needed. It will always go what it is meant to go. Hitara mokuntaku utite. Ikanda mukutisata nakumata seta. Ekai anaku tira naku sutorono. The more you allow the flow of your natural circuitry with nature, and the more you practice love, the happier you will feel. The more you will realize the wonderful being that you are. But it's times for actions. It's times for sharing. It's times to really make it action. Ikanumuk itana teki tenemekia nana. Hotaranak urut umakata. Shene teki intekeme tai terene tayuko. Enak uhon teki tarana. Enatu shinati kianana. When your love is genuine and your intention is genuine, there is no boundaries that will stop that emission, that transmission of love. Henak umai kitia naturunukuata. Hetene tekiara natu kintaisitia nama. Here natu kontaisitia natua. Kentatu tikianta. Is also by practicing a self-discovering way. Hatumaishi nikin tikin. Inti kuanta shitia nakuana. Sometimes you pray for faith about something. It's actually through practicing the love that you have. Ikianak uma isinat uma, how you gain faith. Ikatuna ishi tak umakiti anatosaina kuana. Soon you will see the people around you, or to whoever or whatever you have sent that energy. You will see the improvement. Ikano ti in akma isiti nekiwana. Hetarun turukun tetetein kuana tesetiana. Iana kutin takianta. And never forget that the more you are together, putting together one intention, the bigger and the more powerful that intention become. Love multiplies. Hatu unaku ushintak untai kitak untai kanta. When each of your hearts, start making action. That intention, put into action that intention, that love. Ikuma, iti na ukum untai te taise. Anu tiki intai kumua tai shituana. He in nak untais inta mai kutum tete tikime tu untai anako. And then gradually start coming back without disconnecting that circuitry. Keep that circuitry running. It's very important that you keep that circuitry running all the time, not only for this group, but all the time, for everything you do, for living. Itano utaitano tika tatno tukunta shetinaka. Hetano tokunta siti tianak untata. Do not allow your mind to interfere in the illusion that creates about you being disconnected from the everything. Kikama tu mai kitai shuntai kama. Honai tisin tiki arnamaku tes taranaku. Hena tuku mai shi taranaku nananamai shi tianamaku watai. Hena kote shi tiki kakuruhuan nakum. Ha natu senaka. Onetakum matasa. Etanakum maisitianakum taisitianaka. Kuranatum mana. Kuranatum. So welcome everyone. I'm Ismael Rodriguez, a hypnosis therapist and light languages and light entities channeler. I'm here with Naida. She's an interpreter of light languages. We have here also Amy, who also speaks light languages. Welcome everyone to another week. We do these sacred groups every week on Thursdays, 8:30 UK time. Everybody's welcome, whether you speak light languages or not. This is a space for expression, to be humans in our most highest levels, and share some love with the group, the planet, the universe, our galactic beings, brothers and sisters, angels, and every single beautiful light being that create this wonderful universe. Would you like to say a blessing, Amy?
Yeah, will do. Thank you for your beautiful message as well. Amazing channeling as always. So yeah,
thank you.
amazing message. Yeah, I'll do a blessing. Inna akorana ki ashiela haya. Inna ara kani kasi ikarasa inkare shinia. Inna ikan sa aki ala kare shinia. Ni ora na atsi ishi ikantara seliki in shahai. Enaye sa okanira seeleye. Esa este ele era niati eshanel para sini. Shinsa aisahli kani ishno ko ona maka isakarata. Oko unstini si ela na itsa choto onimoko ikalishaka. Nira salakina ikana hayetiye. ni ora senitai shanali sa antere quale shanoko ora nema kea sa ki inki kalika entai ka ancora inahia niashia nakai sapoya nia ni kalika shanaka ikanara inna makare sanahala sa aki in shanaka aranaya ni ati in sako in shakora in sashi in tarani sakola sanokora ayeshantai ki anta anamala atara saniyakia in nakoshansa ala kiashania ni ara saniyakania in taisha na ikata eshani inkoshi intia kala kajo ora eto okolania ka anta enma aya selina ashania kai eshania kai sing inki eshano iki anta ne hatala sa ikara shano oko yeye ki eshinti esene maka anamala atara ni hikayeshana ena kalisha ankiatiana na ara sene ola sene yake en shakara senia en tane kiata en kane kiatia ka uncha kayata nemaka katia kia ola senaya tia chia kiana. I went somewhere else there for it, like.
That was beautiful. That was music to my soul.
Oh.
So beautiful. So beautiful.
Yeah, I was getting like a lot of things with legs. That's the only way I can lots of long leg things coming out. I don't think they were mantis. I don't know what they were, but at one point there's lots of legs, lots of like insects.
They were insectoid beings.
Yeah, I don't know what they were, but there's lots of legs.
But they had a very good mood because you got the energy of laughing and laughing from them. Sometimes they do also. I've channeled insectoids that they have this quality also, like from the elementals. And I was very surprised because I wasn't expecting from an insectoid to be so cheerful and happy.
Yeah, they were like different from the mantis. I don't know what they were, but they were like drawing gold things with the like drawing the coats with the legs. I could see them like doing that. So yeah, they just didn't sound like insectoids. So I think it's important with the light languages not to have an expectation, because sometimes the sound the sound vibration, you think, oh, we try and categorize it because that's what we try and do in all of our lives, like, oh, this is this or that's that. But then, like, if you just have no expectations, something else or something different or completely come through, because that's kind of the key to it, isn't it?
Exactly.
It is a vibration. You feel it with your heart. It's not like, you know, like the mantis to me sounds one way, but yeah, that's what I'm realizing. And the dolphins didn't sound like dolphins when I channeled them, but I knew that they were dolphins. So yeah.
And the mantis are more like sort of serious, but at the same time they leave you a wonderful feeling. Yes, because Amy and I, we have shared a lot of mantis light languages. Practically from the moment we met, we've been exchanging those beings. They usually give you a sense of alignment, a support in a sense of alignment about what you need to do in your day, what you need to do in your life. They give you the sort of sense of being in alignment, and they tell you in a way what to do. Not everything, but they give you the feeling to make the move.
They really support me in like helping me to like build and like create structures of things, but mantis beings are also, you know, when you actually look at a mantis insect, they actually like dance. And like,
Yes.
I'm a dancer, and I never like put the two things together. And they're all about rhythm and like, you know, feeling into like vibrations. That's how they actually like live, the actual mantis beings here on Earth. But they say that the reason that they're here is because they are like a smaller version, like an Earth version of them. It's the same with a lot of animals, isn't it? Like cats are like Lyrans, you know, they've got that genetics the same as, yeah.
The only issue I have with them is that when they make love to their partner, they eat the male. So I know I don't resonate with that much. So I'm trying to understand them. They do. But I wonder if the galactic beings, the actual mantis beings, the big ones, if they do that. I believe that they don't. Because
I'm going to ask them.
Ask them. Please bring that information for next week. That will be awesome. But yeah, they do in nature. They do. The female are actually much bigger than the male is ridiculous. It's small.
I did not know that.
Well, you know now. Naida, have you got the interpretations?
Yes.
For you to know, Maria, Naida understand more the English when she channels. She get the meaning from what we are speaking or talking from her higher self, but let's say that she hasn't learned her English in the school. So we will speak a little bit in Spanish so I can tell you and translate what she's channeling or seeing. Yeah,
Vale. Durante la meditación, ¿vale? De primera he visto esto.
So during the meditation, she had that vision about seeing that.
Yo a la conclusión a la que he terminado sintiendo lo que es como si este de aquí fuera el chakra corona.
The interpretation that she had is like that one there is the chakra corona.
Y esto es como,
the crown chakra, sorry.
Y esto es como si fueran chakras de más arriba, de para arriba de la corona.
And the other ones are like the chakras that we have out of the body, above the body, outside. So that's what she interprets from that.
Luego he visto este.
That was after the meditation.
En la meditación, en la misma,
meditación también.
Sí.
Also in the meditation.
Este tiene fondo, es decir, como que tiene un fondo hacia adentro, y yo lo que he sentido es como si fuera un portal que lleva a algún lado en concreto. No a cualquier lado, sino ese portal llega a un lado en concreto.
Entonces en el centro hay un fondo.
Sí, es que no he sabido dibujarle el fondo así para adentro.
So she saw on there, like in the middle, there were some depth, something behind, something inside. So she felt or interpreted that this is a portal taking us to another place. So maybe during the meditation, the light languages were sort of connecting us to something else through that portal.
Luego en las bendiciones de Amy.
From the Amy's blessings.
Esto. Y además dice.
And then she goes a message from your blessing.
No es necesario centrarse en algo de forma permanente.
It is not necessary to focus on something in a permanently.
Cuando no nos produce bienestar.
When it's not making us feel happy.
Hay que averiguar por qué os produce el malestar.
It is important to find out why that is making you feel not in a good way.
Y buscar la solución.
And find the solution.
Y por ahora eso.
That bueno.
Gracias.
De
Thank you,
nada.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, I don't know, the past couple of days or so, I've just been like, I don't know, again, just thinking about like what I'm doing, like my life purpose, and thinking, I don't know, there's just been a lot of things around that. Like, I think everyone's kind of like that at the moment, feeling like this situation that everyone's in, like this work situation, is like a permanent situation where, I don't know, just feeling like, you know, with the corona, like, is it ever going to end, or are things ever going to change? You know what I mean? And obviously they will, and it's just about not focusing on that at the moment. So yeah, seeing the bigger picture, and it was a bit of a reminder tonight as well, just talking about the mantis, because they really helped me with that. Not focusing on looking at things how they should be, you know, trying to like control them and thinking that things need to be a certain way. Or things that are always like permanent at the moment, because nothing is ever permanent. We're always in a state of change, a state of growth, you know, a state of transcendence. So it's kind of that as well. So that, yeah, that's a perfect message. Thank you. Amazing. Perfecto. I don't know if that's the right word. That's the right word.
What was that? Perfecto.
Perfecto, yeah.
Perfecto. Sí, sí.
Va aumentando el diccionario de Amy en español. Empezó
Yeah.
por hola, ya perfecto.
She's saying that the amount of words in your Spanish dictionary is increasing.
I started learning a little bit on YouTube, but like 3 words a day or something.
So what we do here, Maria, every week as well, is we go one by one from the participants, and we ask for an intention to share with the group. And then those who speak light languages, they support that intention with light languages. Mm-hmm. And those who don't speak light languages, you can support the intention with your prayers. And together we make the intention possible. I mean, more possible. It is, if it's something that is meant to happen, it will happen anyway. But we will help that process to happen. And we have had so far, I started this group in just after 1 week, I got my light languages activated. And since then, there have been like 12 people who got the light languages activated. And also a lot of healing from relatives, people who were in the group, and all of that. And that was showing one more time, every time that was happening. Obviously, I consider each of them a miracle. Mm-hmm. And when that happens, proves that together we are so powerful, as in the channeling they were saying. When we are already powerful individually, but when we come together and we put the intention on something, it's incredible. It's people who had the COVID-19, they got rid of it. A whole family, actually. The family of Punam, they are all healed now.
Oh, nice.
The gentleman who was in the hospital with a bacteria from Helena, I was also in the hospital very poorly. The doctors thought that they were going to lose him. He got recovered from the moment that we did the intentions. So, and many other cases that they are making this beautiful dream possible to be shared with so many people now. So yes, let's start with the intention. The intention can be about anything you like. Send love to Mother Earth, send love to yourself. If you don't know about any intention about someone, send it to yourself, because we very much deserve it after everything we are doing for others, no? So in a way, as I told Amy one week, I told her some people come to this group to recharge their batteries from the whole week of energy work. And yes, well, I mean, to me, it's equally valid if we are putting the intention to someone else than to yourself that you are doing a wonderful work for others, no? It doesn't matter. I mean, we helping ourselves, we help everyone. So, yes. Naida, ¿quieres empezar tú con la intención?
Empiezo yo. Mi intención es mandar apoyo emocional a Meru para que el proceso que tiene que pasar para que vuelva a España no se le haga tan duro.
¿Quieres decir quién es Meru?
No hace falta.
¿Lo digo? No lo digo.
Un amigo.
Un amigo. Okay. Meru is a friend of Naida, and she wants to send love and energy because he's stuck in Africa. ¿De dónde era él? ¿De Senegal?
Senegal.
He's stuck in Senegal and he cannot come back to Spain, where he has his daughter and his life, his work, and his friends and everything. So he's stuck there because of it's not only because of the COVID, it's also issues with the embassy and things that they put more obstacles and difficulties for people to move around. And that apparently has increased in Senegal. Yeah, I'm going to wait for Amy to come back. Is here.
I'm still here. I'm just faffing around. I am present. Energetically, I'm just like physically messing with myself. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's start the transmission.
Nakia shina arakia
shiselka
shisare
tenamori titano
shisinika ishihira isha antara kisakora inakayishinia nehala kase enkare si ilakashina no ora na lakasi ashia nihare kisi ishineya nya no otto ola si nke itara kalika to okisi inkena na inaka ontare saa
Hat pakai takiatana titak umakatu
oki intaishinta
ituk akashut itak ontais ikakot aisitak
ika enta koto imaniaka
intarak akot
ke ita isanaka ato oki ika arakali ka anta she insai no ko onaya neakania kai kushi intare ka ko innam ko itie
ki moaku tukuma tasa tamata setete kuturi nakatana
nakai naki ikoshina lakara ki antai eshana lokas Shesira Nikolikas Sekoinkia Inayeshina korea kayesa.
Para
Ni shishokora se
Sina
esi la hara kayesa.
Kuanatoshi
Shukore ni ala kaisine
Unaisiyama
kayeki.
Wanatuma
Enakia
She
kakora kaliki
Tamakuta
sikinta. Shuunta isinayeti hara kalisina.
Kaburala Kufuri
En mahara ke elaki si ki entare kolikia.
Taranui Kuma
Neyati
Tanaki
eshenekare kala sanakare tia. Ni eshenakare sana isiela kari ke eshenaki.
Atanakua
Sinaki neya shinikia.
Rimi Tekianatu
Nila ka ashahati kena. Nikore senikia. Oki insaniki anta. Enamaka aye shenira si kalik haya. Ki atiatika. Inakare shenia. Noye si kali sinchi inki ko oranika.
Thank you all. Thank you, Amy.
Are you getting a lot of static, Ismael?
Yeah.
No, just died then. I was like, oh, okay, here they are.
Actually, what I was seeing as a visualization was like raining, like instead of drops, they were electricity, like, and this each drop of this electricity, it was impacting in one human being from the human beings that they are there in Senegal. Because those type of decisions, they don't depend only on one person. So it was like getting in this consciousness of everyone there. Not only supporting them to allow Madum to come out from the country, but in the country itself, in terms of consciousness, love, and everything. It was this electricity was like activating them and raising the frequency and love frequency.
Yeah, nice. I was getting like I was seeing big like energy blocks, huge, you know, like when builders have them porta cabins that, well, they were like them, but they were kind of like energetic ones, and they were being removed. So I was like seeing the boundaries being, you know, for moved. Yeah, there was like just like the flow was just moving, like big massive blocks, big energetic blocks surrounding where it is, just being dissolved. That's what I was seeing.
Okay. Amy ha visto como bloques de energía que se le removían a la gente de allí, cosas que no eran necesarias para eliminar las barreras entre ellos. Y yo veía como una lluvia, pero no era una lluvia de agua, era una lluvia eléctrica que activaba la conciencia a nivel colectivo en todo su país, porque me mostraban que la decisión no solamente es de una persona, es de muchas conciencias que están colaborando para que exista ese control. Entonces eran como que las lenguas de luz estaban conectando todo ese colectivo.
Yo lo que he visto ha sido como una onda de energía, como de luz, ¿vale? A lo bestia de grande y de intensa, uniera España y el continente africano.
Naida has seen like a massive wave of energy connecting España, or
España.
Spain and Africa, connecting The energy. I also got them. También he recibido el mensaje que el amor está ahí, que independientemente de lo que ocurra, el amor está ahí y que lo que pasa en lo físico no es capaz de eliminar ese amor que trasciende.
Yo he interpretado, haces bien en pedirlo, pero sabes que lo que has pedido lo puedes hacer tú muy fácilmente. Solo has de abrir tu corazón.
She got this message about it is good that you ask or that you put that intention, but know that you are capable to do the same. You just need to put that intention with your heart and love, and you are able to do that as well, they say.
Y además he empezado a ver, como en mi vida pasada, donde yo coincidí con él, ¿vale? Y
Then
como
she
si hubiera...
started seeing a past lifetime when she was with this man.
Que es la tribu africana donde tú eras hijo nuestro. Y...
That is an African tribe where I was their son, actually. Naida was my mother in that lifetime.
No, your father.
No, my father, exactly. The man we are talking about, he was my mother in that lifetime, and I was a little boy.
Y es como que salía un espejo, como si fueran varios espejos.
So she saw like many mirrors.
Y yo he sentido como en otras vidas pasadas que hemos estado juntos también.
So she saw through those mirrors the many lifetimes that she'd been with this man, with this soul, because in each one varies and changes. In one is a woman, in another one is a man, and the other way around, and things like that.
Mm.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Wow.
So Maria, now is your intention.
Oh, I was
Oh, Thomas.
when you were
Tenía cara de pillo. Yo digo, creo que tiene algo que decir por ahí.
He has an arsenal.
it felt like you guys was coming from the future back to us from a different timeline, and you was bringing a message back from the future, and you was like trying to explain how it was there. It was like none of the limitations that we have now. It's like none of the barriers from the third dimension, the like man-made barriers that we have, like restriction of movement to travel freely, is like there he was telling us is very different. It's like freedom to move how you want, to be how you want to be. Everything was like from light. And so it was like wow, like it was the message for her friend, but it was also to me, it was like
I love it. I love that.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And they do work on so many different levels. Like you can ask for one intention for like one situation or one person, but whoever's listening gets exactly what they need to get from them. So that's exactly what was happening, because that's what the information that you were receiving, like, and it is exactly that. It's like it's because it's hard for us as humans to grasp the concept of like time like not existing, or time, you know, not being linear. That's exactly it. It's like in the fourth dimension, like time is the fifth dimension, all the different dimensions. Time just doesn't exist in the way that like we know it here. It's just just like, yeah, I was going to say mind-boggling, but this isn't about the mind, it's about the heart, and that's the difference. Yeah, I love that.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Maria.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to stick with the theme of time, and I don't normally ask for healings for myself, but today I really feel I need it. Like you say, I need it.
Very good.
for the last 2-3 weeks, a lot of things have come up for me. I feel I'm blocked. I've been blocked for a few years now in following the path that I really want to follow and moving forward. And I've tried everything. I've done a lot of working on myself, approached other healers, and it's just come to the point where this is very much past life. It's all my past life karmas has been shown to me recently, in a very physical, having very physical manifestations which have not been very nice. And I just want now is to go forward and to break through my limitations and my past life sufferings, which are playing in this lifetime. My intention is once and for all to really break through this, so I can progress and be truly happy within myself.
Beautiful, beautiful. Made me so happy when people start really recognizing that the first is ourselves and that we need to be okay with what we are experiencing. We have this tendency always to give to others. Yes. So it makes me so happy when people say, no, I want it for myself, actually. That's all.
Well, I really need it this time, so.
Let's do it, love. Urtikiranatu korinatu maisi teteine kia makuota. Turun nata maikom matashite netekimiaku. Hatuto ke setenta kaioro noto. Hanoto sita Maria kokunata hatushina. Onakota satina kukuata. Herinia kuanata. Anu seni tikiana kurana. Hena hatu mai haten taikumai sititiana tu. Morineta kuhonna tasanata. Henta kuhamasotinta iko mai sitana. Ufun nama umutisina nama. Hiana matu tete ki tiana tu sitana kutana. Hana tukona te tainite. Tena te sitinta kina makuti titina matunata. Henita kunna namai titina maitana. Hena tukone tikini kianato sitana taya maishu. Hanuona na tunta ienato se. Utukat mati pendikyushuana. Onatano tututoshita. Takunta takutishina kutunuta nata. Onata tukutana tushitakana. Kutunta katashina na kuana kashoto. Chontaka. Kuntata shutundukunata. Tikitakuasha nakuanata. Heta nakuona nanatu sentayona. Kutosana tushitete kiahuana. Hotatika hana utatayana kuanata. Untatushan pukushunua taikunoa. Hita kuntakahia kuntana. Hanakua natusitia nakata yoa. Honata ana maishono. Erenekete nanukunta isitina kumata. Hena kuhoranai sinera nakuma isitini tiana. Hanatukuma natuneta shiti anakumara. He aranatun nene kianatutene kitianamakuta. He riniki erene meketum maishi taranatum maitanata. Hakuora nakaishiteranata. Honata kumpata. Konaka kumpata kuntata shuko nagitinia honoteka humana he anakute sentaikom manakushon nakitina tai hikanaka hinaku hon maishukon nakatasha nakuana. They were telling me that it's time to leave all patterns aside. All the information that you are getting as downloads from past lifetimes, do not try to understand it with the mind. Get it in, center in your heart, and go. Don't try to understand everything at once, but go little by little, because it can be overwhelming. So process everything little by little. and what else they say? Yes, that you need to express more with more people. You need to talk. You need to talk your truth to more and more people. More. I was seeing a lot of people. I mean, it's like one thing goes with the other, and it's part of your path and expansion. So communication, connecting with other people that you might vibrate in that frequency as well with them. Yes, very beautiful actually. And again, it was like a tribe type of people showing me these things, and to don't be afraid about anything. Like they say before, don't be afraid about the changes, because you are meant to. They say also to, I think I say it, but they say in this way, it's like purge things, put them aside to allow the other things to settle. So purge what you don't need to allow the other things to get in place where you need them to be.
Okay.
That was nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Naida.
Sí, yo...
I don't know if Amy is talking to us. Are you talking to us? You're muted, Amy.
Sorry.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. So
okay.
I saw you like grounding in Maria's like earth star into the ground to help her move forward. It kind of felt like you were doing the lower chakra work and I was like working more kind of upwards, if that makes sense. Like you were
yes,
doing
I forgot to say that there were a lot of energy work that I was visualizing from this native guy doing like spirals from her root chakra to the ground, like.
Yeah, I saw that and I felt like you were doing stuff around her feet, like Maria's feet as well. What I got was that if you use this mantra, because what it is, the reason why you feel stuck is because there's part of you that feels like it's left in these other like lifetimes, like you feel like you can't claim those parts of yourself. So a mantra that I've started working with recently, and it is really about you coming into the wholeness, like the oneness about like all of who you are, is I claim all of myself. So if you work with that mantra and just really feel into it, and that's the point where, you know, it becomes easy to like let go of things, and to really access those parts of us that we feel like, you know, we've got, that have been left behind. It's really about like healing the kind of separation consciousness that will help you to kind of move through that trapped, stuck feeling where you feel like, because everything can be changed in the present moment. It's ultimately all about how you feel and tuning into those feelings. So if you start working with that, you know, in meditations or just feeling it in your heart, like I claim all of myself, because you actually telling yourself that you love all of yourself, not just some parts of yourself, because it's easy for us to do that. So that's what was coming up a lot for me. I hope that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense, yeah. And I do have a lot of issues also with my root chakra. So yeah, everything you've said, yeah, totally resonates. So
yay. Here's Dexter. Hi, Dexter.
Hello, Dexter.
My layering, it helps. It helps.
Get closer to the microphone, Dexter. We want to hear your.
It will do soon. He loves the light languages. It helps. Yeah, sorry, Naida.
Sometimes Amy send me messages. I can hear the in the background. So nice. Naida.
Yo, my interpretation.
What's that, Sydney?
Yo eso lo he identificado como en diferentes colores, es decir, como si fuera la secuencia, así como en circular, y son diferentes colores y diferentes frecuencias.
Beautiful. She saw each layer like with a different color and representing a different frequency.
Interesting. Okay.
It's beautiful, actually. Lo puedes pintar en grande. Píntalo así en grande.
La verdad es que tiene que quedar chulo, bien pintado en
Bien
color.
Pintado, precioso, porque
con
es
un
como
fondo negro
una
estrellado.
figura geométrica preciosa.
Sí, sí. Sí.
¿Hay más?
No.
¿Sustancia? ¿No?
No.
Okay.
Esa sustancia nada más. Porque me he despistado un montón al principio, no me centraba en la interpretación.
Vale,
Se había abierto tanto el chakra corazón que no me centraba yo en la interpretación.
She said that she got her heart so open from the intention that she made before that she couldn't really focus on interpreting what we channel for Maria, but it's actually synchronized because Maria got a lot of interpretation also from Amy and from me. So we forgive her.
That's fine.
We let her go with that concentration of love. Le he dicho que te vamos a perdonar por esta vez, que te vamos a permitir que te concentres en el amor, como si fuera algo malo. Pues now it's you, Amy.
Oh, is it me?
Your
intention. Okay. Yeah. I want to send some healing energy to the people in Beirut, in
Lebanon.
With the with the explosion, to help them to like rebuild their lives, to help the families, anybody that's in been affected by it, and also to send some energy to the healing energy codes to the souls that perhaps have like lost their lives and suddenly find themselves, in that in between that we've talked about before.
There might be so many stuck, because when something happens so sudden, it's like, imagine your soul must be like, whoa, what did just happen? I mean, all of a sudden I can see my body in pieces there, and I'm here. Where should I go? What should I do? No, a wonderful intention for the souls to go to the light and don't get stuck in this plane.
Yeah, because I was thinking about just asking for like the families and that, but I got immediately like, no, you need to make sure that it's for like the souls as well, because we just have this assumption that, you know, once people cross over, like that's it. It's like sometimes they do need a little bit of help. So I don't know, I was thinking of like Archangel Azrael, so for that. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's my intention.
Okay, thank you.
Naati sakishasika antara kise atori ki isenkika nala kaye sheki ekia na mako ora siena ataye saka lo akatia
Kintara
ike inkishinoki iaki ika ikishiki kaya tora kien nakira kishika anakalikia nora kienia nora kishisika ikotainki namakala Notori kisalikai shakana kitokora tushisna ala kishnoki neya sati kotoishinta itori tina makai kolai si kishana kolai seni shenia Noki nakia seniaka nokoye tia rinki shinokoye sike ni anahishisai nira kisiki nakayeti nikai nokore kishinia nikiti kokaye Enahari kisaki shanai nokoni kiyeti ikina kayesiki enaye kiyeshiki inoki sokote shikena nikata akari makiyete ioka yeshiki ioka yesiki shinya Nolai enkieta nikayeshi senka. He ata ishahari niko yesikina. Nikaya nakayeshi ha. Ilo soki yeshi senkeno. No makayeta akari kishantaye kalakane yakaya. Ipasi ishanka. Nila yakashinaka. Ikoto ori sinkaya kishotoye sina no la itara inaya taki esha enoye kia ekaya tia.
Beautiful all.
Yeah, there's a lot of like I don't know if you mentioned it, like waves of and it like I saw like waves like moving the souls like gently along. That's like what when I was kind of doing not singing when I was doing that like lower, I don't know what it was, but that's when I like seeing them like being moved, and I saw like lots of ladders as if like they were showing me a visual of like ladders from heaven, even though that's not the way they were saying it actually is. Like souls don't climb up ladders, but that's what they were saying to me. Like it as if like they're able to act. Do you know what I mean? Like the ladders were helping them along, type thing. Yeah. So there was lots of movement there.
What they were saying is that we will have catastrophes around the world. These catastrophes won't be accidents.
Right.
They are part of the divine, perfect plan. In one way or in another, helps the collective to wake up. They told me that this place was for weapons or something like that.
Wow.
And there was a reason why many levels that will be bringing a message to all the countries who keep dealing with weapons and explosives and things in the world.
Right.
These souls who died, they were assuring me that they really made that in their contract and signed that as volunteers, despite how hard this might sound for our mind, our human mind. Because all of this was and is part of the divine plan, the angelic realm is already there when that happened. For all these souls who come out and they might be a little bit confused, they are already being looked after, or they are taking care of them. So it's like automatic. They are when these catastrophes happen, they are there already before that happens. And yes, they told me that all these catastrophes that we are going to experience gradually, more and more, they are very much created for the human consciousness to raise up their consciousness, their frequencies, and to start really thinking a little bit more about what we do about this imbalance that there is in the world. I'm following a guy who is traveling in a motorbike, and he posts every day these videos from every single village that he come across with his motorbike. And the beauty of that is that he's showing the true reality that people live over there, not what the news or the media wants to show us. So that's why I follow it, because it means, I mean, my heart's open up. I want so much to go also. And, I always wanted to go there also to do something. But this is the thing. It's about the people who are taking the power and control over the world, to start being a little bit more aware about what it really matters. Especially, it doesn't really matter to buy more explosives and weapons and things like that, when we have such a beautiful continent like Africa, and that is so rich in so many things, and only a few are taking control of the whole continent. So they, in a way, they make me feel that everything that I'm experiencing through the videos, is not only by chance. I'm watching these videos because I'm raising my awareness about the African continent, and they say, like, in the same way that happened there, these catastrophes are happening and will be happening around the world, to really tap into the truth that all hearts and minds, they need to tap to, which is understand that we are all one, that we have to look after each other. Yeah. Naida, have you got, ¿tienes algo?
Yes. Esto. Yo lo que he sentido es como una cueva, ¿vale? Donde al fondo hay oscuridad pero se puede llegar a la luz que hay en la entrada.
She saw that, ¿lo puedes poner?
Sí.
She saw that as like a cave, where the light was in the entrance and in the back was very dark. It was showing like if you continue walking that path within the cave, you will eventually reach always the light at the end. That's what she felt about that drawing. Gracias, bicho.
Nada.
¿Hay más?
No.
Ok. Pues ahora es now is Carlos. Your intention.
Madre calla.
Yeah, good intention.
I want to send unconditional love, divine light, and healing to Madre Gaia and all the elements, the elemental light beings.
Yay.
Beautiful.
Okay.
The Blue Avians are already here, or the
Oh
fairies.
God.
I don't know
I can feel
who
it.
they are, but they are already making that energy.
Get ready to laugh.
They say, what we will do without you, Carlos? They say, if your home is Mother Earth, be conscious or be aware how important it is if you are going through difficulties. How important it is to bring the light to Mother Gaia, to raise the vibrations to Mother Gaia. Because it's part of us, and they were so happy that you were bringing this intention forth, and that you remembered them.
and your dog was totally agree. Is that your dog in the background? Yeah, you that doesn't like randomly happen for no reason. You know, when you hear noises and like animals make noises and children make noises on these calls, like it doesn't happen for like no reason. Your dog's like totally saying yeah to what Ismael's saying.
And it is okay. You don't need to mute, Carlos. Let them talk.
Yeah.
Because
it's all part of it.
Because they want to intervene, honestly. So it happens so often. Beautiful.
Love it.
Like happy, and you feel really nice.
Yes. It's a very happy energy always when they come. So nice.
You can kind of like I was just gonna say, sorry, you can kind of like feel it brewing. You know, like when you say like storms are brewing, I can feel like avians are brewing. Like I can just feel it like coming like before they get here. It's like they're circling round, and like someone's gonna ask, and then you're just like, oh God, I've got to do that.
The feeling I get it in my solar plexus, and from the solar plexus go up like, and then that's it. It's like it's like when someone is making you laugh and you feel like the butterflies in your belly, like this. Everything starts there, and I say, well, they are here now.
You feel like a giggling child that's done something wrong in the back of school, but you can't stop giggling, and you don't care. That's how I feel.
You feel free to say anything.
Yeah, it's funny.
Pues estos seres, que creo que son los, en esta vez no creo que eran los Blue Avian, creo que eran los fairies y los elementales. Las hadas, perdón. Y pues es como que le daban las gracias a Carlos por traer esa intención, y decían que tomemos conciencia en que si la tierra es nuestra casa, lo importante que es que nuestra casa esté llena de energía y de amor. Muchas veces se nos va y nos creemos que todo lo que pasa es en nosotros, solamente en nosotros. Yeah, sometimes we lose the connection to Mother Earth, and we believe that everything that is happening to us only. Everything is happening to everything all the time. So it's very important to, from time to time, also send some energy to our home, which is alive and connected to us. Naida.
Yo no he interpretado nada así en concreto, pero sí he sentido como que de primeras iba dirigido directamente a Carlos y después era como algo más generalizado, pero que de primera han ido directo a decirle algo a Carlos.
She felt that the message initially was directed to Carlos, the energy, and I've been grateful to him as well. And then it was more like in general for Gaia, for everything else. That's what she felt. And now it's your turn, Fagmao Thomas. You decide your terms. Thomas, don't tell me that you are shy now. I can't believe it.
I always go first. That's what I'm telling him. You go first.
You have changed the usual terms.
I go. You good? Okay, I'm gonna go first. I have two intentions. One for myself and for my own health and process, and for my body and my soul. And the second one, that was unexpected one, because we had just dinner with my sister, and she was telling a story that she saw on the TV about a guy with where his mind is like a kid, like 16 years old kid, and yeah, he's been sentenced to life in prison because he committed murder, right, Tom? So I just felt like when she was telling the story, I couldn't keep eating. So I just felt like, yeah, just he needs support from. I felt he was like alone, like he needed like support from someone else. So I just want all the divine and and the light beings to support him, because in his mind, he hasn't done anything wrong, right? Because his mind is like a little kid, and he's been sentenced to a life.
And this kid is her son?
Sorry?
This kid is her son?
No, it's just someone like she saw on the news, on the TV. Yeah. Yeah.
So she was telling you the story.
And
you were so touched.
Yeah, and I couldn't keep eating, and I felt when you started asking for the intentions, he just came to my mind suddenly, and I said, no, we all need to put that intention for him, because in his mind he is a little kid, and he hasn't done anything wrong. He doesn't understand what has happened, but he's been sentenced all his life to be in prison.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it here in UK?
I think she said it's in the United States, no? Yeah. United States. Why are you laughing?
Thomas is somewhere.
The energies. The energies. Them avians are still about.
The elementals are all with him now in the coach. With him.
It's so funny, you're telling like a dead serious story and then Thomas is just like laughing his head off.
They always remind us that. They always remind us that, because they can see the things from perspective. We are the one who focus so much in one pixel of what is happening in life. If we meditate, we see things from perspective. It's okay to laugh also about these things, because actually the laughter raises the frequency for the energy to reach that boy and help him. So yes, let's send him love, energy, not only to the child but to the people around him who have sentenced him, also for them to understand, maybe the lawyer, everybody involved, so that this child gets out and have an opportunity to have a life. And and also la intención, dicho, es para un niño que pues lo han metido en la cárcel de por vida, y el muchacho no sabe, es tan pequeño que no sabía ni qué es lo que estaba haciendo, y está sentenciado de por vida. Y la otra parte de la intención es para Fatma, que para ella. Mainetan tekitun tasannakanata
Nashi Sakai
kunta tonna kunna
Nara
kianato
Kaishaki
taiken tashana kuma
Nahai Kite
hakuma tanutesi tenakuten nanamako
Nirikishina
Aikia
Shekia Hayataya Nikaye Shekia Kaya Nokaya Orishayekitayinka Niyashaki Siyake Isiki Siti Esiki Shiti Shititi Sinikaya Kokori Nayakina Ninakia Sakai Shiki Nikaya Kokora Kishakai Ti Isakaya Nikaya Ti Ekai Shikakaya Ko Sikai Shano Nikaya Niakai Shasiki Toyi Siti Itori Kitita Kiti Sikai Shaka Kiti Sikai Tokoya Kitia Titaya Sekai Shukoi Tia Akatia Tiania Nia Siko Shiti Arkitia Tia Tina Chinaya Tia Tina Kayana Tia Kiana Kaya Sakai Tia Kaya 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 Titia Sokori Shina ni osea ni kietai, ni ali ishno koyesa. Nora sanaina kisha, hila hati koyesa. Inoi sakina hai, inoina kisi haya, ni are shanaya, ni olot satayena, ne makayetie, inno koyesaha, inoya koyesaha rikinakaya.
Paki sitin nadakam tumai kanana. Osinti nikin tamakun tesete. Kuna kun tashin nakakun manana kotushonana. Hakurun nitekin tayosun tomokutun. Hanatukun maishi teketene kitini akuma. Haranatukun natai nete. So, what I felt, Fatma, es que de nuevo, como again, what I felt is again like a reminder that everything happening is happening for a reason. For those who are empaths and who feel things so straight to the heart, it's very important to keep that present at all times. The understanding, the faith, the acceptance that when something is happening because of a huge, huge reason that our minds here as humans, they might not understand, but in many, many, many levels, that is serving a positive purpose for that soul to ascend and grow. Not only that person or that child, but the family around to the child. Sometimes the child signed the contract to go through all these processes to teach the family something. And he comes here to Earth as a volunteer to do that. But they say that doesn't mean that the prayers or love that you send to the family or to them, they don't serve a good purpose. Everything serves a good purpose. So always keep doing, despite the fact that you might, let's say, put the remedy in your heart if you are an empath to don't feel the pain as much or the sadness as much. And if you feel some of it, transform it into light by understanding why this process is happening that way, which is a divine plan at the end of the day. It's the soul decisions to go through that path. Sending love to every single soul who have signed here to do, from a human point of view, a tough life or a tough task for others to awaken. Of course, it helps always to send them love and to be supportive. And it was like the energy they were sending was like connected to the child, but also at the same time connected to you. No? It's like mainly saying don't let the exterior to get you distracted about the incredible infinite light that you are, because it's then when you are aware and fully aware of it when you can help the child and everybody else. So it's like we are there in that process of understanding and accepting that every single thing, for despite how hard or dangerous or dramatic or painful or whatever it is that seems to be negative to the human eye. It's not, at the end of the day, nothing is negative, and really it's happening to raise the vibration in another way. It's like that happens, and then many around that child raise the vibration and start valuing life and start recognizing many things. And that child, I'm sure that he is one of these little angels who came to say, I don't care about being in prison. I just want my family to grow as souls, because that's my sole purpose here on planet Earth.
Yeah, totally. And like what I saw really is connected to what you're just saying now, is like, I got that there's actually so much joy around this child, even though it's being perceived in a very, I want to say, human way. But yeah, like with the, you know, what you're saying about the child like being like an angel. I saw a gigantic flower, and the child was represented in the middle of the flower, and they were the little fairy things, the little angel things were showing me that the petals around the flower were being opened like one by one, and each of those petals represents a human that's affected by the center of the flower, which is this like beautiful child, this soul. So yeah, that just fits perfectly like with what you're saying. It's not and on so many levels, anytime one of these like flower petals open, it's helping to bring us a deeper awareness of compassion within ourselves, and it's helping humanity to have a deeper sense of compassion, even though it may not look like that on the outside. Like on so many levels, it is just helping everybody around us to grow. And he's telling me that the child isn't like as miserable as the way that it's being like perceived. It's not, you know, like Ismael saying, is basically they're saying that they're going to help to bring that awareness to a lot of others as well. So yeah, there was a lot that went on there. I hope I'm not rambling, because I'm really sorry. That makes sense. Beautiful.
Yes, it makes sense. It's like the example that we had recently also with the death of Kobe Bryant. He touched so many people in the world, so many people about valuing life, and it seems like a helicopter accident, but nothing is an accident. It's that nothing happened by accident. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Everything is a perfect divine plan. So perfect that it's hard for us to believe. But that man touched so many hearts in the world. For me, exactly like a prophet, but from the sports point of view. Like for me, Kobe was, and he has been an idol from the basketball, like Michael Jordan is. So I love basketball. So, but I've seen so many people talking about him. So many children with the teacher. All that brings humans to become more human, and that's what the planets need. So yeah, he signed to be an incredible basketball star, but he signed also to leave this planet like in a helicopter accident and impact all the world, and that gets to the heart of everyone, and that makes everyone more what we've been sort of covering up for so many years. We've been covering up our humanity, being human to each other. So now it's coming up. It's coming, and I'm so thankful to these incredible souls because sometimes we have bad days and we are like, oh my God, what a bad day. Oh, poor me, oh, what I'm going to do, what a situation. And then I think about these souls who signed to crash in a helicopter, and I say, what I'm complaining about? I mean, I'm so lucky to be alive every day. every day. It's so important to start seeing that, because it is gonna be you who makes your life happier, because you value what you have. And these people are, and this child to me is sending me that message. Straight away, he sent it in my heart. It's like, wow, that's a tough lifetime, like what you chose, man, to show humanity a lot. And this will expand, and this will grow not only to the family. This will become a big news, and you will see this will be there. All that creates vibration, some vibration that need to be moved in that area. So beautiful, beautiful souls. Yeah. Naida?
Sí. La interpretación es: nadie tiene la potestad de robar la vida de nadie.
¿Cómo traducirías potestad, Fatma?
Como
The
poder,
right?
¿no?
The right.
Nobody has the right to take the freedom from anybody.
Ese poder es ego.
That type of power is ego.
Sabiendo la existencia de estas situaciones,
Knowing about the existence of these situations,
valorar más lo que tenéis en la vida.
value more what you have in life, in your lives. So, yeah, ¿continúa?
No, esa ha terminado.
Es otra. Es que él estaba en inglés, le he dicho un mensaje parecido
Vale.
sin que tú lo entendieras. Bueno, lo estabas entendiendo, claro.
Supongo. Y luego el otro, que es como más dirigido como a la intención de Fatma sobre ella.
This one is more directed to Fatma's intention about herself.
Dice: todos los procesos por los que pasáis,
every single process that you are going through,
os está llevando a la evolución.
is taking you to another stage or point of evolution. It's taking you to evolve more further. He dicho lo mismo en otras palabras en inglés.
Yo es que soy muy resumida. Yo con 4 frases.
Y yo superior y tú.
Ismael, 5 minutos. Dele. Viene Naida y paran.
Si dejáramos a Naida que llevase el grupo,
duraba media hora.
A lo mejor media hora y ya viene el telediario. Yes, we are saying in Spanish that Naida's, when she gets the message, or when she channels her higher self, she gets the messages very, very concise, short, and for example, what I mentioned, like in maybe 10 minutes, she say like in a couple of sentences, and it's always like that. When we do the hypnosis and I talk directly to her higher self, it's like that. It's like we get some, not because of that we get less information. No, it's like the time we use it with so much information, so accurate, so efficient, so nice, and so many messages in a short time. And that happens also when she's in bracket more here with her consciousness. The more sessions that she has had, the more she gained the ability to connect with her higher self. And now it's like I'm talking to the higher self all the time. I mean, that's what happens. Our higher self is not separated from us. It's not like the higher self. No, it's the higher self is here, present. What happens is that our mind is creating like some sort of limitation from that wisdom that we have as a whole being. So when we remove this veil and those things that they are preventing us from being the whole being that we are, we start getting so bright about things and about what we need to do, about visions, about sending love to the person that needed it in that moment, like that. So yes. There is another message, and then Naida. ¿Hay otro mensaje? No. Okay. Muy bien. Entonces, now is Thomas.
My intention from my auntie Ricky. She is battling breast cancer, but she is in her final stage of chemo. She did for 4 months. Just during lockdown, she found out she had cancer. But even before, like last year, she was really struggling with herself, like kind of depression and like a lot of like low energy thoughts she had. So I was trying to like send her some meditations and stuff we was doing, just to like, but it's her free will to choose because we can't force her anything to. So it's just like give her some, like, how you say, like offerings of help, and if she wants to receive it, is like for her. But anyway, her process was that she didn't need that at that time, and then she now she found out that she had cancer, and so we invited her to come to London to live with us, so she would have no worries. But she's like a very like, she likes to be independent, even if she don't like to show no one she is struggling or she have problems. Like she does she work at an airport and she does the heavy lifting and stuff, and she like to be very like, she put a lot of physically demanding stuff on her body as well. And maybe she do that so she don't have to think and like do work on her soul. But since everything happened, I think like her soul been talking to her a lot. And we invited to come to the sessions as well. But maybe she said she's interested, but maybe she working herself up. And so hopefully one day she might come to a light language session. But my intention is for her to, to connect to her soul, to find out who she really is. You know?
Okay.
And let her light shine from inside out.
Beautiful, beautiful. You are very welcome. If you see this video, you are very welcome to join us. Okay. Turkitiana kuata inna katasun Anna tu maista tana kua naisi tana Horene tia na kutena yuso no maika tuna Hena kumaisin yaro naiki tia na kura Hera na tuna ihia na taisina Horna taisina tukia na tusia na kunaite Hano na te sai tikia maku te sai na tu sinara. Shine ki osana daisi anakuma. Hanna tanna takureneta. Heta na tu senta kutene. Kontara no tuina kumaikana. Hanna kure na tu sentara na tu sai.
Into isina ka ki ta ina makai na ka ina makai kai ni kai shikoti ita ina ika eto o orisiki tai ni kota ina ki sena kaya Okoini kanekaya. Kotiin no mokorisi. Silasha sikitinta ita itaya taya. To itain nokois itishisaka ikara. Olarisia. Naisia. Ni aishiki nakisa. Sorikinahi. Ni Aisha niki ikaya ini tiere itain kisi tikotishaka shemaya ti kututui tika kiti ika ekoto oka ite iki iti inaki ikinka ikukore nikoto ishini kalika Kikianko oratishina. No ikiteketi etoko okatia. Itaimani kaya. Kotori tiki shaniki kalia. Kotuki isikotinaki. Ki eki kaya kokori shinaki. Ki naki kaya tekso oekitia. Nikoto yesiniki alakia. Rekishitaki tino mako itikayetia kai. Kikai kakai kotai shikayetea. Titia no kotia sikai etinekia. Itori kiti siki. Etori ki itani. Ito shisiena. Inikatea eke tikoti no koishia. Inukotori kiti naiki.
I've been receiving messages in different stages. The first stage was that she needs to get to activities that really excites her, that really it might be hard at first, but to do some sort of work in terms of finding out things that she liked to do in life, something that she would love to experience again, even if it was something that she was doing when she was little or like a girl. So yes, find anything, movies, things that cheer her up, her energy and her frequency. That was from that being that sometimes come for Naida, sometimes visit Naida, and when we do some channeling practice, this being always come to talk to her. That was the first one. The second one was the Liran, lion feline Liran, that always bring courage and wanted to tell her that it's important from her inner self to raise that courage. Sometimes we expect it to come from the outer world. They were saying that she has the power. So if you are listening to me, you have the power. You have the power. You have the power to raise this courage to confront the illness you are going through. And I'm not telling you this out of awareness of how hard it is to go through cancer, because my mom went through that 15 years until she passed away. But I know how hard is that and how much energy it takes from yourself. But become aware of that is so important, that we have that power to find, to act and do things that are exciting for us, and also to bring that courage that we need to confront and face life in every single situation. The third thing in the third stage was allow yourself to receive help from others. Allow yourself to help from others, because the same way that you appreciate to help people and you love helping people, other people are there also to help you. And they were reminding me of this circuitry that we are, as humans, we give, but we also should open the door to receive. There is nothing to be embarrassed about that. You are not smaller by accepting love and help from others. There is nothing that is part of the old programming that it doesn't serve us any purpose anymore. And it's important that these 3 stages of things to take them to your life and to start doing it. Most of the people who have overcome cancer, they have done it by themselves. And there are so many people. For example, Louise Hay she has written so many books. She even created her publishing company for spiritual books. This lady, she healed her cancer by herself. So it's important to listen with the heart. Also, they told me to all the things from the past, from family, from pain caused from other family, put it in a bubble of love and send it to God, send it to source. You don't have to sort out all that happened to you. Put it all together like in a bag or in a bubble of light and send it up. Let him sort this out, because you have put already so much in your shoulders that your body is actually psychosomatizing all this weight that you are carrying. So let go all the things that you don't need. Focus in yourself. Love yourself. It's your you time. Many times cancer is telling us that. Forgive people, forgive the past, forgive the people, forgive just any situation that you have in life, and focus in yourself, because it's time for allowing love to come in your temple. So that is in a way what I felt. Naida.
Yo he visto una flor de lis, una orquídea.
She saw an orchid.
De color como fucsia tirando a rojo y como con unas vetas blancas por dentro.
How is it fuchsia in English? Fuchsia, the same? The color?
Fuchsia.
Yeah.
Fuchsia, okay.
Fuchsia.
So it was fuchsia with some white lines, que eran líneas, como unas líneas blancas.
Sí.
¿Y en qué estado estaba la flor? Como abriéndose, súper bonita.
Estaba abierta, completa.
Okay, the flower was beautiful, fully open, and yeah, to me that represents her totally.
That's the color of the heart chakra, because we work we have worked with the flower, with the leaf flower, and then they have different colors. So the red one is for the root chakra, and the pink one, like fuchsia, like bright pink, is like we use it to work with our heart chakra, and with white.
So there you are.
You see?
You saw what they are working. Has visto lo que están trabajando a ellos. Dice que ¿eso lo has dicho en español o en inglés? Que no me acuerdo ahora.
En inglés.
En inglés. Vale, entonces sí te lo traduzco. Pues que por lo visto Fatma y Thomas trabajan de esa forma con el color ese, con el fucsia y con el blanco en el chakra del corazón. de esta mujer.
Ajá.
Es que bueno, yo hice el año de la flor de lis y cada mes se trabaja una flor y la flor roja se empieza con la flor roja que es la del chakra raíz y la rosada y la blanca que es del chakra corazón, so es un fucsia y se trabajan dos flores, una totalmente blanca y una fucsia. Entonces lo que tú has visto es la combinación de lo que se trabaja en ese chakra.
And now in English.
Muchas gracias por decirlo en español, Fogma.
No, sorry. Because last year I did like the lis flower course, which is 1 year, and for you work with because it's very powerful. So you work it like every single month per chakra. So you start with the red chakra, and then the heart chakra is the combination. You work with 2 flowers. So you work with one that is a bright pink or fuchsia, and another one which is white. So this is the only chakra that you work with with 2 colors, because usually you only work with one. And Naida has seen the combination of both, which is the representation of the heart chakra.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
This one.
La flor de lis.
What's really interesting. Wow. Like, that's amazing.
What are these? Ceramic tiles? Tiles? Or they are, no. Okay. Tarjeta.
Yeah,
The red
but they're
card.
powerful. I highly recommend it, because the first time I used one, because you put it to sleep every single night. So you put one on the right and one on the left, and the left is at the bottom. So you put water in there, and you put what you don't want in life. So basically what you don't want for yourself, and then you put the intention what you want for you, like to achieve. And the first night I had an astral journey with myself in another life, and it was amazing, because that Fatma from that life was telling me now. She was standing next to me and was telling me, Fatma, this is how you have to live. And I said, like, what? And yeah, she told me, basically, she took me for all the story what I lived in that life, and told me, you have to live without fear. Live as I lived in that time. I said, okay. That was the first night, and they move a lot. It's amazing. It's amazing what they do, because they are no symbols. I don't know if you've seen it, but in history, they have used this flower in so many countries, and for them represented like power, like wisdom, like so many things. So yeah, it's what we say. I don't know, archetype. How do you say archetypo? Yeah.
Archetype. No?
Archetype. So they are no symbols, they are archetypes. So they actually move energy. They are alive. So they move. Yeah. They are alive. Yeah, energy. So yeah, they're amazing. I did that one.
Thank you.
And Thomas didn't. Didn't want to.
So now we can proceed with the activations. So, Maria, would you like an activation?
I would love to have one. Thank you.
Okay, of course. Should we go one by one? Amy, do you want to participate in the activation for Maria? You're muted.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, like, I don't mind. Either or, like, both. I don't know. Like,
go you first, so
okay.
they also experience what is to activation from one person, and then another day we can do it together.
Okay, yeah, sure. Ni hai sa in ko shi na hai, ni are ni ki en na ai sa hai. Ni ra ni en ni ko shi si kan na kaya ono la ari si shana. Ti I toki sana. Ti I koti siki tiki kaya kia. Ni no kai no kaya. Ora nala shasinka. Shi otsuti ita ana ati inka shi inka. Le ari shanali sanokoye. Kiki ka ikanti she no si ai o kotien sa ai ki kai no kai nora na haka ye sa ala si shan sa ka ai korata nera satala nika inaka ita onika shisanka enaka yeta ora sina kia.
Beautiful. You got something? ¿Tienes algo, Naida?
Sí, yo como que he visto un buzón y lo que he sentido es como que ella lo ha solicitado y le llegarán.
She had the vision of a letterbox, and it's like you made that request to the universe, and the letter is gonna arrive.
I'll let you know.
Amazon Prime, telling you it'll be there tomorrow.
Maybe it's one day. It takes only one day.
It's there now, really.
So exciting.
We let you know the time slot when it will arrive to your letterbox. Titatus itakai tikindarak umoruk itar I hur intarak iter inarkai. Hontere kintak ummakat aneterekianaka. Tuten taisitianakon taisitianako. Halakulitikianakola taisitikiana. Holani ala koala tasotele kitilki. Otono no totolone tetelene kia koala. Helakululu kuliti tiki ala la koala ka tilkiki kuluana na takatuluya. Holaili aloa kihilia koala. Shiniara kantuluku nikia tupul. Shitilikitiana kola tata. Tukutilikitiki. Kai kataki katikiti tistiti anatustita. Tastiti statuk astikiti astita. Tak akak ut akak istitak. Istit paiku paisku paiku ut ikat ankuntak ak utast. At ak atak turku. Ut kurintak untar kienata. Hundarak uk itik ita akuntai tikindaya. Untarak umatarak utushi. Isiteterik inturk ummakatat saterikianak. Aturaka antaraka tukushita. Siterikianak uratakatayarak. Kata kumatikititi yatutatatiti tianatura. Iterete titiara kuvaratata. Tarku. Shiraka kure kiana kura. Ara. Inta kamai kikakapishna. Ana kurna tashiti. Ana tushina tumaitiki. Well, firstly, the message was you are not here by accident, neither. The second is they've been treating your chakras to receive the light languages. It's like the previous one was sending the letter, and now is like preparing your vessel to be ready to speak them. The third was saying like you are ready to open your wings to a new level. It's not that you don't have had them open, because I could see you with your soul fully open like wings. But it's like a second pair of wings is also unfolding, let's say, and it's gonna give you a much bigger sense of connectedness and love with everything you do in your energy work. So very beautiful, very beautiful.
Wow.
In all levels.
Well, I'm so honored. Thank you so much, really.
Your work.
It's more than what I expected. So.
we never know. Yeah? Honestly, it's like they it's also a surprise for us. Sometimes they don't bring messages like it has been happening to Naida. Sometimes they just for moments they don't send messages, and other moments they send a lot. And it's like, yeah, it's that part of humanity that we always want a lot of things, but it doesn't work that way. There is this perfect, again, divine plan that they give when it's meant to be. It's when it's meant to happen, and we need to accept that, to understand that. It's there, and everything comes when in perfect time. Perfect. Are you seeing something, Amy?
No, I'm just I'm just resting my eyes and enjoying the energy. I'm not sleeping, like I'm
You're still here.
Yeah.
I thought you were
I'm ready. I'm so ready. Like
you were having a vision, I thought.
No, I'm just
ready to transcend this plane, no? and leave the body.
No, not yet. There's still not yet. No.
Not yet. Okay. Now we can do the activations you feel like it for Carlos.
Yeah.
He got them activated already, just to let you know. So
just
maybe
whatever I need, like whatever you feel I need to activate.
Okay.
Exactly.
Like,
maybe send the energies to for whatever he needs to feel them. No, it's more about recognizing when they are there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting like strengthening the openness. That doesn't actually make sense. So I'm just going to start speaking now, normally, and just speak light languages. Okay. Inora se ekashenika naka nora anaka lakaisi. Shentaya sakai ta ana naranari kai shosinkia. Ni itoishinkia kala lora tisishana Nehatia katia elanara si kayesha nakalokoyeti innahai. Mino koishiseyenkia na arinti aali kishansa okayesana arakai ni ashanaya kolasana kayesa arikishana no onaki ito oshi iraseli. Nehatia kia unokore si ishana aya nemo ora seneala kayeta ikayeto ko ishana makaya sokaya nakara soloshiaraka ulesa aiti enkieto kora notia isali shanakia sokora sena inaya ti elahara sanakaya shonokola sana sonora ti ishanta enamaya salakia shana ora se enkola se eya ti inno koyete no ora kalesa akiera shanakia ataya enaka. So like what I was getting was just really like what I was perceiving before is that it's just really about keep opening your heart chakra and keep concentrating on that heart connection, because that's where all of the transmissions and the channeling really comes from, and really it's my light languages is connection between the heart and the throat chakra, but first it has to come from the heart before it can move up to the throat chakra. And I was seeing also kind of like I was explaining it like a fairground ride where it's like got those swings on, and like you sat on one of those swings and you just have to basically, it's like being taken on like a fun journey. Like look for the fun in the in the like the flow of life. I really feel like I'm that tired now, I'm literally rambling, so I really hope that this makes sense, but that was the energy. That was...
I have a swing here with the kids.
Oh yeah.
I don't have kids, but I have 2 swings here, and it's a 2 pints, 2, 3 pints. It's like a little piece of like a tree, like a big chunk, a seed in there.
Ah, that's what. Yeah, I was just kept seeing a swing. It's like a swing. I was like,
yeah,
I don't know why I'm seeing that.
and I feel really good there. I feel really nice.
Yeah.
And then I start walking like that was like 2 days ago or 3. I start walking like, I don't know why I went to like I move a little bit more, and I found like a feather, like a white and black and white. It was kind of nice. I like it. Feel like a message.
Yeah, it's just about having that connection and really just living from that place of flow. And yeah, and if you can, maybe sitting on those swings a lot more, helping you to ground or something.
Yeah, I thought about that swinging in
there. But yeah, that's what I got. It's just really more opening.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Naida.
Te he interpretado, Carlos, que no es cuestión de activación, sino de practicar y de creer.
Naida got the message. It's not about practice. It's not about activation. It's about practicing and believing.
Believe.
And believe.
And trust.
And trust. Dio nuturi nataka narakatuma. Tera nakun natakate setena kura. Era makuri tiki terene ketiyaranana. Horono to ketekintaishuru noko. Harana tukon narakanana. Honatatur toko hataishita. Hora nakuten mana. Hetaku mateke nakaishi namakahaya. Horineka ihin tekim kuto itakumaishi neke makatase senatu sonata siti anakuta umukutu tetete nekakura natanka horanatai shinaka turu nukuatayanama hanatakanu tusaini kiatanata hanu tushuru nukura nana hana tukura natai shuru nukuaha hana tusia nakai yata hana tuko tatai nakahaya. Where they were sort of showing me, Carlos, that of course you got them activated. Of course, they're already there. You are an incredible, huge light beam that they were showing me. And it's just that human part of us that stop us from allowing that to flow. And they say, of course, it's a fact of believing, and it's a fact of trusting yourself and do not process that much with this and let this flow with the beautiful heart that you have. So yeah, it's basically what it was said in the other transmission, supporting that and with that beautiful vision that I wish I could. Eventually we will, because it's happening with some people that I know, that we had the same vision together. It's like eventually I pray for that also. It's one day I can pass you that vision to you, because showing to the other person who he is or she is, create that sense of also trust in yourself, because it's not just words, they are actually the vision that you see within you. It's like, you know that in hypnosis, because you also practice the hypnosis, that the wonderful thing about hypnosis is that the person experiences the vision and the emotion and the feeling in these lifetimes of those experiences or about themselves. So that is happening, and in a big way, the light languages also do that with the transmission. We might not be aware in a mental level that this is happening, but the light languages are kind of codes and messages that they get in our subconscious. Maybe when you are sleeping, they start doing the job that they might do for yourself to put these blockages maybe from the mind away. But they were like saying, he really needs to trust himself because he's huge. He's really huge. And also, as I told you in another transmission, also very needed in this planet. So they will be there gladly receiving all your energies, especially your beloved Gaia and your dolphins and cetáceos, the whales, and all these beings that you are so connected to.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, Fatma, would you like activation, or Thomas?
I'm okay, thank you.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
You're okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought Fatma that you had transcended already. Yes. Because Fatma disconnects, she falls asleep, and she leaves the body there straight away. We'll do it next week for you guys if you
Yeah.
want. Yes. We'll do it the first one for yourselves, so you are not so sleepy, and we can do that. Okay, well, thank you for coming. Thank you, Maria. Welcome
you.
always.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Naida. Thank you, Amy, for
You're
your
welcome.
participation, both wonderful. And thank you, Carlos, Fagman, Thomas.
Thank you.
You are always creating a lot of light in this group. Thank you for being here. From all my heart.
Yeah.
Okay, have a lovely, lovely week. Take this wonderful energy with you, and come back if you feel like it resonates in your heart to refill the reservoir for the following week. Good night, all.
Good night.
Have a wonderful.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Right.